right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard worse.
Such as,
There's a Counter Strike player who uses mouse 2 to walk forward.
Oh yeah.
okay, but that's cursed binds. I'm talking about normal binds, cursed finger placement,
Oh yeah.
right? Because that's really rare to see, because it's just stupid to get into that position in the first place. But yeah,
Gotta like, yeah. The worst one I think I've heard in the Portal community as far as like awkward finger position is like I know multiple people who crouch using the V key,
Huh? That's just not playable.
including
yeah.
nosla world record holder Nick.
Nick slash
Damn.
Snowy Pony slash Florb slash what was the
Lunar Pone slash Leah the deer slash
yeah.
uh
And
Pepsi Pony slash
isn't there a duel with that individual pretending to be trans for attention or something?
well uh so when I joined the community, Nick was Leah and used she her pronouns. And I talked to them a bunch about gender and I was uh like wow, you don't sound very trans. Like
Damn.
Then
and then eventually he was like, "Yeah, I don't think I am. I think I convinced myself that I am because all my friends were." I was like,
such an America moment.
"Such an America moment."
Yeah.
If you, I mean, the a very common stereotype about America, especially from countries that lean more conservative, such as East Europe, the Middle East, China, a very common stereotype in conservative leaning countries is that Americans are all gay, all of them. Well, that's not quite true. I'd say that okay, so a good way to explain American stereotypes would be like this. The stereotypical British person simultaneously speaks proper English with a monocle and
Mm-hmm.
eats tea and crumpets every morning, and also asks you for a bottle of water in it, and has very bad teeth. There's two conflicting stereotypes there that are both British,
Yeah,
right? If that makes sense. So
yeah.
the stereotypical American has multiple conflicting properties because there's kind of multiple stereotypical
They're
Americans in a
they're
similar sense.
both homophobic and gay. Like,
Sort of. So I'm just gonna list American stereotypes. Some of them apply to both, some only apply to one of the two individuals that is imagined. So you have owns 27 guns, obese, and with a serious fast food addiction,
Yeah.
undereducated about literally anything happening outside of the US, and likely has not heard of the place where it is happening in the first place.
Yeah.
Gay, owns a truck, has colored hair, and knows way too much about gender studies, compared to most people. Uh, overly patriotic. What else are there?
I don't know. That's
That's
yeah,
basically all of
the reason
yeah.
that it didn't make sense to me is because Nick is not American.
them. Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, but like a very common American stereotype is to just say all Americans are gay, trans, woke, have 17,000 pronouns, pink hair,
Or blue hair, something like that.
or
As
blue hair.
somebody with multiple sets of pronouns and colored hair, who has shot a gun, and uh, kissed boys and girls and knows a lot about gender and loves hamburgers, I've got to say, they got us.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, right, and also the average American. Oh, right, I missed out two very big and important stereotypes. The average American will either have an exaggerated the stereotypical American will either have an exaggerated
Fuck.
Texas accent, like how people not from the South make fun of the South, or
Yeah.
multiple LGBT mannerisms and slang with uptalk, and otherwise general American. No in between, no other.
California.
Yeah, no in between, no other options. Just one of those two. You're either from Texas or from California.
What they don't know about New York.
It's less
Man,
stereotypically.
That's a fake state.
It's less stereotypically American.
New York is just fake.
They're telling me New York isn't American.
Yeah, it's fake.
Stereotype-wise, less. Yeah.
Tom, can you hear this shit?
Damn.
I've
But
never
yeah,
really
like an
visited
example.
New York yet.
An
Gotta work
example
on
of how an American might be stereotyped by a European show or whatever would be, I love shooting up the local McDonald's because they only gave me 12 McNuggets and not 13.
Yeah.
Can't
Or
order
something.
That's a valid
13
reason, to be honest.
nuggets. You can
Wait,
order
you can't?
2 6s or 20 or
Oh, right. The term 13-piece chicken nugget is used online because it, like, refers to the worker either fucking up or being nice and putting one extra. Right.
there's no 12 piece. There's 4, 6, and 20. That's it.
Skill issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't you just ask for a double six and then that would be a 12-piece?
Yeah, you could get 2 6s. And probably end up
Yeah.
with like 30 fucking chicken nuggets. That's the thing. If you get a 20, they don't count that shit. Just put as many as will fit in the box.
Damn.
That's fair, I guess.
So, another American stereotype will be, and this one is very common. You'll very frequently see online stuff like world map if the cartographers were American, and then the countries listed on the map are United States, Canada, illegals, Spain, which includes the actual Spain, Portugal, and all of Spanish and Latin America, except for Mexico.
I was expecting everything south of the U.S. to just say Mexico.
Africa, which is all of Africa, treated like a country, like a single country, and then Europe. Depending on the map, on the person making the map that makes fun of Americans, they will put different things for Europe, for like different levels of knowledge, but generally only like a quarter at most of the European countries will have been successfully named by the stereotypical American. And those that will, the borders will be completely wrong. East Asia is just reduced to China and Japan.
Well, I mean,
India is India. Middle East is usually labeled oil. New Zealand isn't even drawn on the map, and Australia is called upside down land or whatever. But you get the gist.
Yeah. I mean,
oh Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah. There's also a thing that I've heard said many times, a lot of times also by Europeans defending America from like stereotypes and criticism, which is that yeah, Americans don't know shit about the outside geography. Yeah, they're not well traveled and usually haven't been to many countries, if any, outside of the US. This is because the US is fucking massive. So you don't need to.
Yeah.
Well,
To be
that's
fair,
stupid.
we're
Russia
terrible
is
at
fucking
geography
massive.
with our own country
Yeah.
as well. If you ask
Yeah,
me to
but like
label
I saw a
map
video where
with
some British guy was
only
ranting, "Stop telling Americans that it's bad. They've only been to zero. They haven't ever been outside the U.S. You know why? The U.S. is the size of like half of all of Europe.
So
Yeah.
what? Russia is like bigger, and they've been to many countries. So what?
Yeah, but Russia is really just West Russia.
That's fine.
No one lives in that other part, okay?
Yeah, absolutely nobody lives in the non-Europe parts of Russia. You can't convince me otherwise.
Then
Especially like the further you get into Siberia and the east, the less I can believe you that you're from there. Right? Like nobody lives in fucking Yakutsk.
my
Nobody
teacher is
lives.
from Yakutsk. My Russian teacher is from Yakutsk.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Maybe a Mongolian wandered in there on accident.
Okay, but nobody is Mongolian. Did you know that that's the country with the lowest population density of all the countries on Earth?
Oh
Like
damn.
people per square mile.
Did you know that Mongolia has a top 10 in the world Counter-Strike team?
Oh
Damn.
oh we. I heard about it, but I don't remember the name.
The Mongols with a Z.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
If
Fucking
you
then.
If you remove an if you doesn't it?
Then I don't know.
I don't
And
know.
I'm on a PB pace, so I don't think at all.
Isn't mango spelled without an A and with another O a slur for people with Down syndrome?
I don't know. I don't really keep up with the slur game, you know?
Yeah, same.
Damn.
Damn.
Fun fact, the reason I know that is because I once decided it would be interesting to look for every single multilingual equivalent of the English subreddit r/okbuddy followed by the r slur because I knew that one and I knew r/ok bullymongo and I knew r/ok makermalot and I knew ok khaver mukbal, which is Hebrew. So I said, surely there must be other languages. Ended up finding like 11 new ones and joining all of them.
I've never heard that shit in my life.
Okay, I basically just fucked up my PB, but it's fine. Yeah, I
Some
got a PB.
researcher who was
Let's fucking
studying
go.